Hello everyone, my name is Solek and I'm here to welcome you today to the second episode of Solek's Hero Factory, the series where I take a look back at some old Hero Factory sets that I want to review. Today we're taking a look at set number 2068, Nex 2.0, or technically this would be Nex 1.0 since Nex was born with the 2.0 upgrade, but that doesn't matter. This set released in winter 2011 and contained 31 pieces.
At its time of release, this set was approximately $8, although nowadays, if you want it used, you'll be looking at anywhere from $7 to $20, and if you want it brand new in box, you'll be looking at anywhere from $40 to $80.
So something I forgot to do last time is kind of explain where I'm coming from in reviewing the 2.0 wave first. Well, simply put, I don't have every single 1.0 set. I have all the villains, I have both vehicles, and I have Breeze and Bulk. But I don't have all the 1.0 heroes, nor do I really want to get all the 1.0 heroes. They're just basic Opmatorn sets, and they're not very interesting to review either, so it'd be much more interesting if I started with these sets, which have a lot more going on than they do. So I do have Nex's instructions, but just like Furno, I got him pre-owned, so I don't have his canister. Looking at the, I guess this is the box art, something interesting on this, I don't know if this was on Furno's, but you see this ship back here? In the TV special, that was actually a ship that Jetbug flew, so that's pretty neat. I don't know if Nex is meant to go up against Jetbug or something, I honestly don't remember, but anyhow, there's a set number, Nex 2.0, got him in a pretty striking pose there. Nothing different from Furno as far as this goes, instructions go all the way to page number 18, I think that's the same as Furno. There's a parts list, I do have every part correct for him as far as I know. And then I accidentally skipped over this, so I'm gonna have to edit it back in, but here's a combination model between him and Surge. Yeah, I'll let you think about that what you want. Kind of weird that he has a hand right there. I don't really know what that's about. But I mean, I guess it doesn't look bad. The orange and blue do look nice together. But like, whether or not that looks good is entirely up to you. And then, again, Hero Recon Team, Lego Club, win. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Now, I'm not going to waste your time going through every single new piece again, so I'm just going to show you the parts that are recolors here. These are all parts we saw in Furno 2.0 in a new color, and then I'll show you the parts that are new for this set specifically. So starting off, you've got the main torso piece in white, whereas Furno kind of had a silver undertone. Nex has both white and gunmetal, so yeah, nothing too remarkable there. You've got your main torso armor piece in orange, and then a green hero core to fit into it. If you remember, this has two lightsaber rod-sized connections, which just fit into the torso very simply, just like that. Then you've got an orange hand, as you can tell Nex's main color is orange, and an orange foot to go along with that. An orange multi-tool ice shield, an orange 3-long armor piece, a green hero head, and then an orange cap. And here's a special printed armor piece. This one looks really, really nice. It's got white, black, and orange on it. It looks really nice, and probably my favorite out of all the printed armor pieces. And then here are the three parts that are new specifically for this set. To start off, the least interesting one here is this, which is just a green spike piece. I'm pretty sure these were brand new parts for 2011. And I mean, there's nothing too special about this. It just fits into an armor piece. Like if I grab one, you can see it just fits in right there. This will be going onto his arm, and it just, I guess it's just a little barb piece to add some texture to his armor. I don't really know. Then there's this. This is an interesting one. This is a half blade, half like saw piece. You get two of these in this set, and they go onto his multi-tool ice shield, which definitely give it an interesting look. I'm not quite sure how practical these would be, but they're cool looking pieces. They've got some lightsaber bar size connections, an axle. They're neat, I guess. And then there's his visor. This one's pretty overdone if you ask me. It's got like almost a football helmet like guard there. And then I don't know if you can see because my camera's so horrible at focusing, but there's like a saw blade right there. You just got a saw on the side of his head. And then there's, I guess this is meant to be just like a light or something, but yeah. Not quite sure how I feel about this. And then if you remember, you know, the head is three parts. You put the head on, and then you put the cap over that, which goes over the eyes, and then you can actually see it go over the eyes on him. Talking about the features of this set, really he has the same as Furno. You've got the same amount of articulation here, which is still really, really good because you can put him in some great poses. Not going to show you a pose montage again because you probably get that, but, you know, 3 in the legs, you've got one up here, a knee bend, and the foot can move. 3 in the arm, despite him missing one hand, and just 1 in the head. Pretty simple. As far as issues go, Unfortunately, I do have some more extensive issues with Nex than I did with Furno. Starting off, I'm not a huge fan of this color scheme. I think instead of white, he should have had silver or gunmetal as his main undertone, because the white and gunmetal just don't look very good together when you have the orange and the green in it too. And that's not to mention, I don't think that the orange and green is the best combination. And of course, still, the back looks pretty bad. And also, you'll notice, I forgot to show this on the new piece segment. Crap, but I'm going to show it to you now. His torso is notably different than Furno's. It's missing the extra shoulder parts, and I don't have too big of an issue with this, but I do think it looks better if you give him the wider shoulders. And of course, like I said, still missing back coverage, which I'm not really going to complain that much about, because these were very early sets in the CCBS line. But it is kind of unfortunate, and his look just kind of suffers a little bit because of his shorter shoulders. I just don't think he looks as imposing as the other heroes. Fortunately, that is a very good segue into my mod segment. So let's go ahead and take these pieces and make Nex a little bit better. So for Nex, you're more or less going to need the same parts you needed as for Furno. You're going to need an orange hand. You can get this in Brain Attack Bulk, Nex 3.0, various other sets, not that hard to come across. 2 black pins, this is for the same reason you needed them on Furno, and of course you need one of these pieces, you know, from Stormer XL, Dragon Bolt, any kind of larger set like that. And then the one extra thing you'll need from him is, this is not absolutely like completely necessary to make the set better, but I personally would rather give him this length of torso than the shorter shoulder one. I just think it looks better, honestly. Yeah, and I'll be doing this with Stormer as well, which, oh boy, I'll have some interesting things to say about Stormer when we get to him, but let's go ahead and upgrade Nex. And here's what we did. Most of this is more or less the same stuff as Furno. The only different thing than Furno is that I gave him the wider torso, but also I put his gun on the same part of his arm as Furno, so it still looks like he's holding it, but he's not actually holding it, it's just attached to his arm, but he can still use it, obviously. And then to store it on his back, you know, these I put on different pinholes. You can probably tell where I put those, and then you just attach this here. Yeah, it's just the same sort of deal as Furno. A lot of the 2.0 heroes are going to be getting very similar mods until we get to Stormer, who I'm almost going to completely redo because his set's not that good. But yeah, that basically covers Nex. So let's go ahead and get on to my final thoughts about this set.
So there's really not much I can say about Nex 2 or 1.0. He's more or less just another generic 2.0 hero, and in my opinion, he actually does more wrong than Furno and doesn't really fix any of the problems Furno had. For that, I don't really know if I should recommend him. If you really like the 2.0 heroes, then you'll probably want to pick this setup, but if you're not super into them, you'll not be missing anything if you don't get this one. He has some pretty good orange pieces, but overall, I think he's just a 7 out of 10, a pretty average set. Nothing too overly special about him, and he's really just another generic 2.0 hero, like I said. Again, some nice pieces, and I generally do like his look aside from that, you know, weird torso piece, but yeah, as a whole, I think Nex 2.0 is a pretty alright set.
And that about sums it up for Nex 2.0. Overall, I think he's just okay, a little bit above that maybe. He's just a pretty average 2.0 hero. I do hope you all enjoyed this review, and I'll see you all next time, probably tomorrow honestly, when we take a look at my favorite 2.0 hero, well okay, second favorite 2.0 hero, Evo 2.0.